Hey everyone, and welcome back to UE5 BP Guru. So today I want to do one final AI thing if we can, in which we get our zombie to hit a location potentially while it's random roaming, and if it's hungry it'll stop at that location and eat from a dead body, you know, whatever, right? So what we want to do, first before I do that, I fixed the falling down thing. This was right. Starting the animation, delaying by the time I needed them to sit down, and then setting prone to true. That was all correct, what I did last episode. The one thing I didn't do was add in a default slot, because these things will automatically set up to a default slot, but if there's not one in the NMBP, it'll never play it, right? It'll just run the delay time that it takes to play that animation, but it won't play the animation, then it'll just go prone. So if we go to the play, let's get our rifle out, and we shoot in the leg, it falls over, and it'll carry on trying to get to me, and then, oh, it didn't die. I thought it was going to be a headshot. There it goes dead. And that's how it does it, right? So I'll show one more time. It's because I still haven't fixed that XP give thing for the zombie, but that's fine. If I shoot it in the back of the leg, no. There it goes. It's fallen over. He's in the floor. There you go. He's fixed himself. There you go. He'll keep crawling around now. I should probably add a do once to that. God, he had a lot of health. There you go. He's dead. And that's how it works. Okay, so yeah, by shooting him in the leg, we can activate this play animation going prone, and that's how you do the animation for that. Okay, I forgot to add the default slot, and that's my fault. I said it last episode. I knew how to fix it, but I hadn't fixed it, and that was how I did it. I knew I was missing something, and it was that default slot. Now, as for the eating and hitting a location and feeding and whatever to get his hunger back up, we need to create a couple of variables for this. One is going to be max hunger, which is going to be integer, and we also want current hunger, and we also want to add in hunger drain. And I suppose we don't necessarily need this, but it's easier just to define it and pull it from that thing. I mean, you could just pull a random integer that you want, but I'm going to take 2 away from its hunger. I'm going to set this low because I want him to actually eat, so I'm going to set it to like 20. And I'm going to set his max hunger to 20, just for now. So let's find a new space. We want to create a custom event. We'll call this drain hunger, like so. And we also want to create a boolean, called is hungry ? So that we can drive this draining of the hunger. So we want to do a branch, and we want to check, is he hungry? And if it's false, we want to set. We want to just basically take from our current hunger. So we'll set that. So if it's true, if it's false, because we're asking if he is hungry. If he's hungry, we don't want to do anything because we're going to do something else. But if he is not hungry, which is false, we want to take from our health. So we'll get our current hunger. We'll get our hunger drain. And we will minus the 2 away from each other. So subtract from our hunger drain, subtract our hunger drain from our current health. I'm also going to get a clamp, so it doesn't go below 0. Clamp that into the max is going to be our max hunger, and our minimum is going to be our 0 value. So it'll never go less than 0, and it'll never go up past our max hunger. And we can plug that in. So that's how it should look so far. We then want to do a check to see if our current hunger is equal to 0. And if it is, we want to set our is hungry to true. If it's not, we want to we want to do a delay. We want to delay it for a second, and then we want to re-fire our drain hunger, so it constantly keeps moving. And that's all we need to do for this at the moment. We did have a decision tree, and I would have done that in the decision tree to eat, but I'm not going to do that because we need to set it to a certain location. And on here, we just need to put drain hunger. That way, so when it fires off, when we start the level, or the zombie spawns in, or whatever it is, this will then start to fire off, draining that hunger. Now, what I could do here is actually, instead of doing, I'm going to keep it a hunger drink, so I want it to keep it a value of 2. But you could do random integer. No. Random integer from range, in range. And you could say I want it to drop anywhere between 1 and 4 every time it fires, yeah? But I'm just going to keep it at 2 for now, but that's how I would do it. That's actually how I would do it. Is do the random integer in range, so that all your zombies will get a variation of different hunger, so they won't all, otherwise you'd end up with like 10 zombies all feeding at once, or even hundreds of zombies feeding at once, depending on how many you're spawning. So that's how I drain their hunger. The next thing we want to do is we want to add hunger, right? So let's get a custom event. Now this will only ever fire add hunger. This will only ever fire when they're feeding, okay? So we're going to obviously start with a branch again and check to see if we are hungry, is hungry. Because we don't want them to randomly feed or regain hunger when they cross over those boxes if they aren't actually hungry. And if that's true, we're going to reset our current hunger. Set current hunger. And we are going to do current hunger plus. I would set up a separate variable normally called hunger gain. But for this, I'm going to just do... I'm just going to do the hunger drain and keep the values all the same so we can kind of monitor it better. You might want them to gain more health faster, but for now it's fine. It's fine what it is. So let's do that. So it's going to add this to itself. And then we want to check where... Basically we're just doing the opposite of this, right? So we're just going to do this. So we're just checking to see if it's equal to our max hunger. And if that's true, we'll reset set is hungry to false. And if it's not, we're going to basically keep adding hunger to itself. So keep it at a second, and then we want to add hunger. So that's how we are going to do that basically. Now that's set up and it's got all of its hunger values and everything. I just want to double check I've set everything up correctly. I'm happy with all that. What we need to do now is create a new actor that we can use to utilize our hunger gains. So let's go into our content drawer. We'll add it in here. It's fine. We'll create a new actor. We'll call this zombie food source BP. Now I haven't got anything to add in here. I haven't got any dead bodies or food sources I can add into it as an actual as an actual kind of point of reference. So we're going to create a box. I'm going to make it double the size. There we go, just so it's a little bit bigger. And I want to add in let's just add in a sphere. Let's do a sphere this time. We'll make it a lot smaller, 0.1. It's just so we can see it on the map. It's not going to really change much about the zombie. Why has it done that? That's silly, isn't it? Not 0.1, 0.1, 0.1. There we go, we can see it now. So we've got a point of reference. We'll put it on the floor as best we can. That should be good enough. And that's going to be our food source for our zombies to eat from. So let's go into the event graph. We don't need any of this stuff. As always, we kind of just need our box. And we want to do on component begin overlap. And we also want the end overlap. Okay. And we're going to cast to master zombie for both of these, so that we can check that the zombies have left or entered the box. And then what we want to do is we're going to promote this to a variable. Promote to variable. And we'll call this zom mast, just for a little bit ease of use. And I don't know why I shouldn't need to set this to this. I'm going to do it anyway. Screw it. And what we want to get from our zombie master is we want to get first of all, I think we should set up a new variable called is in range, and we're going to set that to be true when the zombie comes into range, like that. There we go, beautiful stuff. And then false that as well. So if the zombie's in range, we then need to check to see if it's hungry. Is zombie is hungry. Get is hungry. No, set is get. No. We'll do a branch, and then we'll get is zombie hungry and check if it's true. Get is hungry, and we'll plug that in there. So what this is doing so far is when the zombie walks into the box, it's going to see if it's hungry. Hunger is set to true. Now, if it is, we're going to want to play another anim montage, which is going to be going down and eating. So we'll play that anim montage if this is true. If it's not true, we don't want to do anything. We just want to know if it's in range or not. We'll probably... Yeah, no, this should be fine. I don't even know if I need the in range, to be honest, because once it's in the box, we're going to check if it's hungry. If it's hungry, we're going to play it. But I suppose it's good practice to have it anyway. It's not that big of a deal. So let's see what animations we've got to work with for this. We want, if possible, we want a... let's just type in zombie. And we'll see what we've got. We want a zombie kind of going down. Not falling down, but we want a kind of... we want to see if we've got like an eating kind of thing, or a biting animation would kind of look good as well, I guess. Bite leg could be good. Let's have a look. Oh no, this is the person, isn't it? That's him getting his leg being eaten. Yeah. That's not good for us. Not yet, anyway. Let's come on, load in. Attack. I think this is attack. So that's a good feeding animation. No, it's not. It's actually not. Oh my god. Why does it keep rolling over like a weirdo? Oh my days. That's not great. It's not long enough. God damn. Let's try this one. We can use that. That's good. We can use that, definitely. Okay, so we have an eating animation. It's not going to look great because you'd rather him like kind of kneel down and then feed on his knees. That's kind of the animation you want, but I don't have one, so we're just going to go with this. It's going to look so weird. We'll call it zombie feeding anim BP. If he was in prone, it would be fine, right? But you'd have to also add that functionality. I'm not going to do that today, but you'd have to add the functionality, this same code, twice. You'd probably want to do a check if he's in prone. If it's true, you do your prone animations. If he's not in prone, do a different animation, like the whole kneeling down, eating, and then getting back up when he's done. Yeah, there's not really a kind of... unless we use the same, like, him falling over thing, I guess. We could try it. We'll see if it works. Right, okay. Let's get down to it. Play anim montage. Anim montage. Play montage? I guess. Why is it that one? That's so silly. Okay, play anim montage. Nope. Let's try it from this thing. Play anim montage. There we go. I have to call it through that. So if he's hungry, we want to play another animation. When he gets in this box, which is zombie, and we want the stand to crawl, okay? And then we'll delay. Then we want to, so as he falls down, then we want to play a new anim montage. Oh gosh, this is going to get annoying. Play anim montage. There we go. And the new anim montage we want to do is we want him to feed. So we want to play that feeding animation. Then we want to call our... This is going to be a lot of calls from one... let's do it like this. Oh, it's going to be better to do it like this, I think. Right, that's better. And then we'll call another one of those. Pull that up. Then from here we want to add hunger. There we go. So that's where we call the function now. So we want to start that up, and we kind of want to delay it as long as it takes him to feed. So we want to play this animation probably for delay for as long as he's doing that, I guess. We'll try it out. We'll see what happens. I mean, he might not be full hunger yet, but when he's full, we'll set hunger to false, and then it won't play that anymore. We probably also want to call one more thing. I'm thinking in that, but that's fine. And then we kind of want to do the reverse of that, but we'll just we'll let him go back to whatever he was doing before, I guess. Yeah, we'll just try that and see if he stands up. I can't remember if he'll stand up afterwards. We'll give it a go. We'll see what happens, right? The other thing I want to do is when the where is it? I don't know why. I don't think I did close it, but I'm thinking I did. No, I didn't. It's there. Okay. What we want to do now is just in here. What we want to do is when hunger gets set to false, obviously this won't fire anymore, but this won't begin firing. So we want to drain hunger. I want to start draining that hunger again, right? Okay, compile. Let's give it a go. Let's drag out a bunch of these kind of... We want to make sure there's loads of these things around to for him to start feeding from. Let's give it a go. We can obviously see them because we know where the food source is, but we still need him to be able to eat from it, right? So let's put one there. And let's put another one here, and probably another one here. I'm going to put 4 in here, and then hopefully he'll just hit one eventually. Well, it might take a little bit of trial and error, but we'll see how it goes. Okay, let's play and see what happens. So his hunger's already going to be draining by 2, so he's going to get pretty hungry pretty fast. If he's not already hungry. But we'll give it a go. There he goes. He's fallen over, and he's got into prone, and he's back up. The animations look terrible. I guess what we want to do to make this better is we want him to stop moving. So let's drag out a bit more. Let's make another node here, and we want him to stop all movement, right? Stop all. We want to get character movement first, and yeah, I think he turned around and got confused. Stop active movement. It's probably a good way to go. And then when we're done, oh no, wait there. We'll set. Yes, no, I think that was probably right. Stop movement immediately, like that. So hopefully, if that works, he'll stop moving. And I might need to reactivate his movement afterwards, but we'll give it a go. So by the time he gets, he's always going in this direction at the minute. That's good. That helps us out. His hunger should be way low by the time he gets there. So he should fall over. There he goes. He's stopped his movement. He's eating, and he's back up. Obviously, we'd normally play an animation of standing up, and then we just need to start his movement again. So let's set war set. Oh no, we need to pull it off from here. Set movement mode. Let's set it back to walking and see if that helps. Let's give it a go. Right, one more time. He's going to the next one. That's beautiful. He's doing exactly. Oh, he tricked me. Now we have to wait for him to get to there. Come on, zombie. Come on, baby. Show me the good stuff. Show me what I'm looking for. Make my dreams a reality. He's fallen over. He's having a good feed. Nom nom nom, and he's back up, and he's not moving anymore. Darn. So maybe I'm calling the wrong thing. Maybe I know. I think I do know what I need to do. I need to roam, random roam. I think that might work as well. So when he's done, he'll stand up, and he should, in theory, start random roaming again. He's already in his idle walk, so I know he's already idling. So that's good for me. Let's see if he... Don't miss it. There you go. Go on. There we go. Fall over. Have your little munch. Nom nom. Back up you get. There we go. We got it. Hey! We just needed to tell him to move around again. And this is done. And obviously if the animations were better, I mean, it would be actually really effective if he got on his knees. I mean, the delay for the actual feeding probably needs to be set not to the length of the animation, but to the length of the feed. So after you add hunger, it's probably better to do a branch to check. No, probably better just to do a delay, maybe. Let's see if we can do that better. I could just do a random floating range, right? Because this will happen so quick. We just want him to sit there for long enough that it looks kind of good. So maybe if I go back to the food source and I say don't delay by the animation, just do it for like a good... We could do a random floating range and say, okay, anywhere between 2 and 10 seconds we want you to sit there and eat, and it'll play that animation until I tell it not to, and that gives that a chance to feed it. But that's how I would do that. And then when he walks out of it, he's not in range anymore anyway, so he's not going to just go into that feed. So yeah, perfect. I'm actually really happy with that. And that's our end result. We've got something now. I mean, again, animations aren't great. Animations in Unreal are super annoying to make, and they are super hard to find and get good ones. Mixmo's great, but the animations aren't the best. Oh, I'll put my flashlight on them. and then he starts to walk again. That's a lot better. I like that. Okay, so that's how I would do that. Hopefully this has been really helpful to you guys. The poll finishes today, so tomorrow we will be on to something new. But don't feel free to still find me requests, even if it's around the Haven project or something else. Please keep finding me requests. I'm more than happy to try and help you guys where I can. Put them in the Discord as well. Other people might be able to help you too. But thank you so much, guys, for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you're not already. It's free to do, and you can always change your mind down the line. Take care, guys. Bye.